Hello everyone and good morning. Welcome to First Alert 6 streaming. My name is Elena Riley. Thank you very much for joining me this morning. And today I have for you our top headlines just to get you started for your day. So we'll head over to our website where I have more on that. A lot more. Here we are in First Alert 6 with all of our top stories from this morning. And here in this story, I bring you our top headlines, just some shortened versions, maybe some quicker stories just to get you out the door in time for whatever you may need to do. Alrighty, so let's head into my first story. Today, there will be a public hearing over Mayor John Ewing Jr.'s first budget proposal and capital improvement program for Omaha. So this budget, it was introduced in July by Ewing. It includes increases for the fire and police departments. For Omaha firefighters, the mayor's 2026 budget proposal includes a 4.2 million increase for that. And then the plan also keeps the tax levy flat while increasing the general fund by 5.6. The biggest chunk of this will come from investments in both equipment and personnel for OPPD. So a lot of increases there for those departments. Very important. With this proposal, Ewing is also looking to address city parks, poverty, some homelessness, affordable housing, as well as fixing the roads here in Omaha. From 1 to 4 p.m. today, there will be budget hearings that are scheduled for individual city departments such as Public Works, Law, Human Resources, a couple other things as well. And the public hearing over Ewing's recommended budget will start at 6:30 p.m. tonight at 1819 Farnham Street. You can watch it live on the city's website. I have that linked in this web story with our top headlines. Right, up next, those that have tree-debris to drop off following these weekend storms can visit one of the drop-off sites here around the metro today. So officials say the site at Tahazuka Park in Elkhorn will be open from 7 a.m. So already been open for a little bit here for about an hour to 7 p.m. today. Another site at Heflinger Park will be open the same hours today. In the city of Omaha, they said there will be no curbside pickup, so you must deal with these themselves, get some help from somebody to get these tree limbs or some debris cleaned up. There are 3 drop-off options for residents of Blair, 3rd Avenue and Colfax Street, the parking lot of the Veterans Memorial Baseball Field, and the parking lot at Hanson and Angel Share Drives. The Gretna Crossing Park soccer complex is also available until further notice, they say. We also got wind from some people that are utilizing these sites. They've expressed some frustration, especially at that Elkhorn site that we talked about at Tahazuka. They just say there's really long wait times. Some people told us up to 2 hours they were waiting just to drop their debris off. So hoping those are doing better now. Other than that, a little update on the storms. Our weather team found that those storms over the weekend on Saturday included 2 separate rounds with winds that topped 80 miles per hour. This is Saturday morning as well as in the night. And next, the Omaha Public Power District has shared some new details on their efforts just to restore power after these weekend storms we've been talking about, getting you in the know about. So right now there are fewer than 100 customers still without power. We'll head over to our website again. And our outage map from OPPD. So about 68 right now, good amount are in Washington where we've had a majority of those outages happening the past couple days. These have been a little bit ongoing. These outages are mostly north of the metro, like I said, in Washington. Officials report that more than 99% of the nearly 40,000 reported outages have been fixed. So some good news there. OPPD crews have been doing a really good job getting out there. They say OPPD said its field teams replaced about 40 to 50 transformers, nearly 100 distribution poles, and 60 to 70 cross arms just in their work. So great job from them getting us all our power back. And initial estimates from OPPD show that utility had about 300 vehicles travel nearly 35,000 miles to restore this power. So wow, a lot of driving there. This adds up to a total of more than 6,000 trips. So great job there. All right, now here, one of the hardest hit places was in Blair. We talked about a little earlier. They are offering debris pickup for residents. So a little bit of good news there. You're asked to put your debris between the street and the sidewalk without blocking either. These drop-off sites that are listed above, I mentioned, they will also be available for use. But of course you can maybe go the easier route with just putting it between your street and your sidewalk. And city officials in Blair say they will announce a second round of collection once they finish this first collection. So just hang on a little bit for them, they say. Can expect a 5-day warning before the second pickup. And the Salvation Army visited storm victims in Blair on Sunday. They had free breakfast, some cleanup kits. Another crew yesterday brought 100 meals to distribute at a church for people, so great. Here's some video from Blair, some people picking up. My next headline this morning, sadly, is that a child is injured after they were hit by a car in Atlantic, Iowa. This was yesterday. We found this out in a report from the Iowa State Patrol. They say the crash happened shortly before 8 p.m. last night near 6th and Birch Streets. And in the incident, a vehicle was westbound on 6th Street when an 8-year-old ran into the roadway and the child was then hit. The child was taken by medical helicopter to Des Moines for injuries that are considered serious. And Iowa authorities say that this crash is under investigation. My last top headline this morning is that today marks the start of the 2025-2026 school year for more students in the metro. They're all getting back there to school. So today it will be Millard, Elkhorn, Fremont, and some of Papillion La Vista are starting school. They're joining the group that's already in there, already learning, getting the year ready. So Ralston and Creighton Prep welcomed students in 9th grade for their first day. That happened yesterday. West Side started last Thursday. Bellevue East and West started last Friday. And then Omaha Public Schools, which is of course the largest school district in Nebraska. Here in Omaha, they will start welcoming students tomorrow. So wow, big day there. Excited for that. Of course, Jared tells us and be ready for that traffic, especially driving to school, being around those areas where students are going to be dropped off, things of that nature. All right, and that is all the top headlines I have for you this morning. Thank you very much for joining me. I bring you this live stream around 8 a.m. Hour every morning, as well as this web story around 6 a.m. just to get you your top stories that we have here. All right, that is all I have for you. Everybody have a good Tuesday. Thank you.